About 7 days ago, two Filipino divers were featured so many times on Facebook because of the zeros that they posted at the Southeast Asian Games just recently held in Singapore. Um, my first reaction, I'm Filipino, and my first reaction was obviously a small laugh and a smile, just seeing them really diving their way, hitting the water with their chest and hitting the water with their on their knees and not completing the turns and all that. But at the end of the day, just stepping back, it really is a example of how sometimes we get to prepare our national teams for competition. That's just the Southeast Asian Games. It's the first step into going into the Asian and maybe the Olympics. But it's sad to say, I guess it's more of the preparation. I pity the divers because they're the ones, and their families and their names are the ones that are being used to actually exemplify the lack of training and support that I think that sport has been getting. No? Arguably though, a lot of people might even respond to say, that sport has been something on the sideline for the Philippines most of the time, and they have normally sent a lot of people to that tournament, but to that sport. But clearly, the showing of those two Filipinos provided you a glimpse of the lack of preparation. So it's not about them really. It's the backup and the planning and the total process by which a team or an athlete is to be prepared for international competition. You have finance support. You have training that should be at par with international standards, the ability to compete internationally before going into a major competition. These are the things that I think people should take a look at. So not to repeat this kind of situation. I pity these two divers. They're the ones that take the ire of a lot of people on social media. But nevertheless, it is an eye-opener, not just for the diving team, but also the other teams that the Philippines actually do send. So my question is, if you are not prepared enough, why even send a team? So the question is, who decides whether a team is prepared or not? Well, backing it up, the question is, who decides to send a team and what teams to competitions like this? Well, just my thoughts, and again, kudos to my compatriots, mga kababayan kong divers. Hindi ko na babanggitin yung kanilang mga pangalan, alam naman nila kung sino po sila. And all the athletes that actually went to the Southeast Asian Games, prepared or not, just to represent the country. I salute them, but certainly we have more responsibilities. Us who watch and us who support, we have more responsibility to them because they bring the country's name and they carry the country's colors, plus they wear the Philippine flag on their hearts whenever they play. This is Mike Ochosa, this is Coach Mike, giving you my thoughts on what happened to the Philippine divers at the SEA Games.